we are. Feeling good today, aren't you?
Yeah, you're very smiley.
Yeah, nice to see. So, shall we see how well your hands are working today? Shall we just do let's do just a touch A, touch E. Good. Oh, go to the U. Go to the U. Okay, and M. Okay. Are your ears a bit sensitive? I might just go very quickly and find his ear to close because you've been, or I'll hold these ones on, these might work. Just a little bit of pressure. This doesn't ruffle that much sound, but that sometimes gives you a bit of comfort, doesn't it? Yeah. Stop putting your fingers in. Is that all right? Yeah, good. Okay. There we are then. Oh, I've got water, don't worry. Yeah. Right then, shall we begin?
Yeah. So, Dorothy Lawrence didn't have an easy life growing up.
Okay, so we're talking about Dorothy Lawrence. Yeah.
Her mother died when she was in her early teens,
Yeah.
leaving her an orphan. So, when you're finished, her name is... You can just do her first name if you want to.
Okay. So the person that we're talking about is called the straight to it. Go on. Go on. T H and always finish it. All the way down for the Y. All the way down, Y. Just go from the H to the Y. Go on. H and Y. And again. H and go straight to the Y. Try and stop fluffing that. It sounds fluffing around a bit, so we'll just look out for that today and try and make sure that we get you going straight to the letters.
Now, despite this, had a burning drive and ambition that kept her going, even though the odds were stacked against her. So let's choose one of those to spell: burning or ambition.
A, M, B, come on, I, T, that's better, I, straight to the O, and N, ambition.
Now, Dorothy was very determined to be a journalist. And this was quite an unusual path for women born in the late 1800s. So, what do you think the ladies would have been expected to do in this era once they'd left school?
So in the 1800s, what would ladies be expected to do? H, A, come on, B, E, have, C, H, I, L, D, that was an S, R, E, have children, any more? A, N, D, and S, go on, go on, and then T, go on, A, Y, and stay, A, T, at, you're right. Day at. I or H, O, M, E. Have children and stay at home.
You're right, they weren't really expected to have any career, were they? Their life. Now, you should have a picture, Dorothy.
Just find it.
So,
Got two pictures. Just want to just show one.
the top picture, please.
There's a picture of her. Can you see? There, could you touch her hair? Touch her hair. There it is. Yeah, yeah. Look, she's got a necklace on, hasn't she? That looks very nice.
She almost looks like she's getting married.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can go around that, can't she? She's got like a veil around her head. Maybe it was a wedding photograph.
It could have been, yes. There's no mention of her husband in the research, but I don't know. So when I looked at that picture, Chris, a word that stuck out to me, delicate.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that word, or have you got, have you thought of your own word?
So there we are. Jenny looked at this and she thought that she looked quite delicate looking. Would you agree, or can you think of another word that you would use to describe her? A, G, R, E, E. You agree? Yeah,
I think
so as well. Yeah.
I think she just looks delicate because of how the story goes on. It was just like, I was like, she's so delicate. But Dorothy was very determined to make her. And by 1914, she moved to Paris. And she was scraping together a living working as a freelance writer. Just for practice, freelance means...
What does freelance mean? S-E-L-F, self, E-M, oh yes, the correct terms here, P-L-O-Y-E and D. Look how fast you were there, that was very good. Freelance means self-employed, yes. Yeah.
Now, when World War I broke out, Dorothy made up her mind she was going to become a war correspondent.
Oh, can I just interject a minute?
Yeah?
Someone else that we've learned about in history who was a war correspondent. C H, oh yes, go on. C H U R, go on. Lift your elbow though. C H I L and Bell, Churchill.
I didn't know that. Teaching as well.
I mean, he was also served in the army, but he did start off as a journalist.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go, we learn something new every day. Now, this was despite the fact that even seasoned war correspondents were struggling to get to the front line.
Yeah, yeah, we read about that with Churchill too, yeah. Yeah.
We have a quote from Dorothy. Did you want to read it, Sue? So
Oh yes, let's have a look.
yeah.
Read it together.
Just because I won't be able to see where Chris is pointing on there.
Yeah, yeah. The very first one is that one.
Yes,
The
please. Perhaps. Yeah.
cover the rest up for now. There we are. Let's just read this quote. Oh, you touch and I'll read. On that. Oh, I'm distracting you with that. Perhaps I shall never come back. Go on, carry on. That's distracting you. Like that. Anyhow, I mean to get into the go on, very thick of it. And if I keep moving along, die or get, go on, keep it going, killed, well, I die, that's all. Perhaps I shall never come back. Anyhow, I mean to get into the very thick of it. And if I die or get killed, well, I die, that's all. Just for practice, touch the word killed. Very nicely done. Touch the word thick. Very well done.
So Chris, one word that springs to mind when you hear that quote.
What do you think?
I have a word. I'll see if it matches up with yours.
B R A B E R Y. Bravery.
Oh, good one. Mine was determined. But yeah, she is really brave, actually. She knows what may happen and she's still going for it.
Yeah, yeah.
In Dorothy's mind, this was a chance of a lifetime to write stories so compelling that the papers and the public would recognise her. So, to digress a little bit, thinking about talents, what would you say your talents are?
Right, so she saw this as a chance of a lifetime to show the public her talent, really, her writing talent. What about you? What talents do you have? I am a what? G O O after the O. God, keep it going, you're doing so well. I'm a good S. Go on. P E E. Go on. S P E E. Go on. Keep it going, Chris. C and H and after the H. R. Oh, it was W. Sorry. Saying R. Touch W. W. Touch that W again. I got all confused. W and R and I and T and E and R. I'm a good speechwriter.
Very nice, I like
I'm
that.
a good speechwriter. Alex has said that in the past, hasn't she, to you? In sessions, because he has kind of written, you know, she said, oh, you could be a professional speechwriter. People do have, because sometimes you do come up with an expression or a way of saying things that is so good and so to the point that oh yes. You could be writing speeches for the Prime Minister or someone like that.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on your name. Now, still, no matter how hard she tried, there wasn't a paper in town that would send a woman to the front lines. Why do you think that was, Chris? Why would they refuse to send a woman to the front lines?
T H E they M A Y they may come on, let's keep this rhythm going. T H I N K they may think. T H E go on R E they may think there. W O U L D they may think they would. C go on, was that C or B? C, okay. A U S come on, you're doing so well. Cause, right, they may think they would, that's a really good run then, Chris. They would cause A P P what? U B, okay, makes sense. L I and C, a public. O U O U S O U T, okay. C R and Y. Oh yes, they may think they would cause public outcry. That might be a reason, yeah. I would imagine that the public, oh my God, that paper has sent a poor little delicate, fragile woman to the front line.
Front line, she should be at home having children.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Very good. I like your wavy words, Chris. Public outcry. Now, determined Dorothy, I think I may rename her that. Determined Dorothy figured out she'd have to just sneak in. She made friends with 2 soldiers in Paris and called them her KHAKI accomplices.
And what accomplices?
KHAKI.
KHAKI.
Yeah, KHAKI.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I get it now, yeah.
KHAKI.
Accomplices.
Should we practice KHAKI? It's not a very common word, is it?
Yeah, let's have a go. So, K H A K I. And what sort of a colour is khaki? Sort of a what? G R E E. Yeah, it's a sort of a greeny colour, isn't it? It's like the army uniform.
Yes, army green. Now,
Chris, just try and stay here for a few more minutes while we do this lesson. That's good, you're doing so well. I'm really proud of you today. Yeah.
Dorothy convinced these men to bring her uniform, the army uniform, and they disguised it as washing. They would bring her a little piece every day, wrap it up in some washing. So, like some boots one day, some trousers the next day, until she had the full set. Now, do you have Chris's keyboard there, Sue?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I thought we could practice the word day.
Can we have a look and see if we can do a flash on here? Do a little word. So we're going to do day. D. There it is. Come on, you push. Very good. And A and Y. That was very good. I like that. Now don't get impulsive and stop pressing the ball, but you did so well. Totally accurate. Very nice.
Now, with the help of her two friends, she forged some papers and she named herself Private Dennis Smith. She cut her hair. She made a corset to flatten her chest and used, I've never heard of this, pomegranate to darken her skin.
Oh.
Ah. Now we have another picture of Dorothy in her soldier's uniform.
So here she is in this soldier's uniform. Have a look. Oh my gosh, doesn't she look different? Look, touch the hat. There, and there's all the, you see the buttons down the front of the uniform. And she's got the trousers all tucked into the boots. Oh my gosh, yeah. Doesn't that look different from that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
Do you think, Chris, that she still looks a little feminine, maybe?
What do you think? Does she still look a bit little feminine? Or do you think she looks like a soldier, like a man? H-E-R hair B-O B-O-D-Y, her body L-O-O, go on, K-S, her body looks M-A-S-C-U-L-I-N and E. I'll write that down. Her body looks masculine. B-U-T-H-E-R-S, go on, A-C, put her face, I-S-S-T-I-L, down, still, F-E-M-I-N-E. I think I would agree with that really, but face is still feminine. Don't know if we missed out an I-N there, doesn't matter there. Yeah, I wonder what her hands look like. I bet she had to disguise those as well, because women tend to have smaller, more delicate looking hands, don't they?
That's it, yeah, and she's got a high collar on as well, which would probably disguise an Adam's apple. Yeah, I agree, Chris. Her body almost looks what we would say buff, I suppose. She does look like she's got some bulkiness there, doesn't she? But
yeah.
I still do think her face looks feminine, which is why I asked the question to see if anyone else could see it.
Yeah.
Now, she slept in bombed out buildings, in cornfields and forests, and she biked hundreds of kilometers before she made it to the front line.
Yeah.
Now we have a second quote from her autobiography, and it starts with I'll
Maybe
say.
let's have a look at this one. Come on, let's start here. I'll see, oh, go a bit slower. I'll see what an ordinary English girl without credentials or money can accomplish. If war, go on, correspondence cannot get out there, I'll see, go on, whether, go on, I can go one better than those big men with their cars, credentials and money. Oh, goodness me. So let's pick some words out of there just for practice. Would you find the word accomplish? Where does it say accomplish? Yeah. Where does it say credentials? Yes, very nice.
Now, we're going to look at that word credentials. She mentions it twice within the quote. So they had some importance to her, I can imagine. What importance do you think they had to her? An ordinary English girl without credentials. I can go one better than these big men with their cars, credentials and money. What is she meaning by credentials within this quote?
What do you think? ITDOESNOTMA, go on. TTER. Does not matter. It does not. That was very fast. That was really good. Does not matter. W H A T what E X P E R I E N O T E what experience. Y O U H A B E. Okay. Does not matter what experience you have.
I think determination can take you a long way. Bravery. Dorothy arrived in Albert, which was a very dangerous part of the front line, and it was off limits to the war correspondence as well. So she'd done very well to get there. She promptly set out to find her next KHAKI accomplice. So just for practice, another word for promptly.
Okay, so she promptly set out to find her next accomplice. Another word for promptly. Q U I C K L and Y. Quickly. Yeah, very good.
Found a soldier named Tommy Dunn. Tommy found her a place to stay until it was safe for her to go out with him to the front line.
We'll just stay here for a while because your point is more accurate when you're sitting here, isn't it? Just try for a bit longer.
You're over halfway through, Chris, so we may as well finish.
Yeah.
So, what kind of personality traits do you think she was looking for in these men that were helping her?
Okay, so she needed to find helpers, accomplices. What would she be looking for in them? U, was that T or S? S, T, trust. W, O, R, T, H. Right, yeah, that would be very important, wouldn't it, to have someone who was trustworthy. Otherwise, if they gave the game away, that would all be finished straight away before she'd even started.
Yeah. Now, Dorothy spent 10 days as a soldier. Once she'd got to that front line and got help, she set up mines. She marched. She even mingled with the other soldiers. But unfortunately, her health was suffering. And let's have a look at the third quote. Starts with 10 men.
Okay. There we are. Read it. Go on. 10 men eventually shared in this exploit. Go. All gave me hell owing to the fact that I behaved like one of their own naughty schoolgirls. Oh, touch the word exploit. Very nice. There we are.
I'm just wondering, Chris, do you think she was being a little bit cheeky with them, a little bit playful?
What do you think? What do you think? L, ooh, I, R, okay, F-L-I-R, T, Y, oh, flirty, yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's just 10:30.
Now, after sleeping outside in terrible conditions for 2 months, Dorothy got rheumatism. That's R-H-E-U-M-A-T-I-S-M. Should we practice that? Because that's a very long word.
Okay, let's just practice rheumatism. Remember it. R-H-E-U-M-A-T-I. Oh, you just touched the T. S and M. Just go from the S to the M. S, M. Very good. Rheumatism.
Now, Chris, do you know, have you heard of this before? Do you know what the effects are?
You know what the effects of rheumatism are? Oh, I know. Oh, hang on. Go on then. Where are you going? T, I, R, E, D, N, E, S, tiredness. Yeah, that would be one of the effects of it.
Yeah.
would cause tiredness. Do you know anything else? Anything else or not? We just say no if you don't.
Yeah, that's okay.
Anything else? No. Okay.
Well, it's when your immune system attacks the cells that lines your joints by mistake, and it makes your joints very swollen and stiff and painful. So she was in a lot of pain, and she feared that her ill health would result in her and her accomplices being found out. So she had to come clean. Do you think she made the right choice, clean? Or do you think maybe she could have got out the way she came in?
S-H-E-G W-A. She was. Ooh, do you want to try with the pencil? Oh, very good. I-G-H-T. She was right.
She was right. It had some consequences though. She was interrogated by several generals over the next few days. Now in the end, they did decide to let her go, but they forced her to give an affidavit, swearing not to share her story with the public.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
So, your thoughts on why they forced her not to share the story, and it can just be one word if you want.
Why would they force her not to tell the story? T-H-E-Y, okay, they, W-E-R-A-I-D, they were afraid. They were afraid. Come on. T, interesting. H-I-T, that. I-T, that it. W-O-U-L-D, that it would. M-A-K-E, that it would make. They were afraid that it would make. T-H-E-V-A-R. God, what's the R? M-I-Y. They were afraid that it would make the army L O O K, look, B A D. They were afraid it would make the army look bad.
Yes, I think they were rather embarrassed. A woman had got to the front line and joined in everything. Now, Dorothy abided by their rule, but only until 1919, for a few years. And she published a book about her experience. unfortunately, it wasn't very successful at the time. So I thought we could spell out book on your keypad again.
Yes,
Did
we do.
so good last time.
Okay, so we did A. Now we're going to do, let's get in a good position. We're going to do book, go for the B. Oh, one up. Push the B, and then up for the O. Oh, that was a P. So if you get one off, just go to the backspace, which is here. Yeah. Right, now let's just correct it and do an O. Straight to the O, I'll show you. It's that. That's it. Then another one, straight to the O again. Up. Good, you were there? Oh, and then impulsively press the L. Oh, so we go O, and then the K. That was a good try. You were just going, sometimes you were just one off. That was a good try.
Well, Chris.
Yeah, come on. Keep going.
Yep, not much longer now.
There.
Both her mental and physical health began to fail as the years went by. And eventually she was locked away in an institution.
Okay.
Listen.
She remained there until her death 40 years later. I don't think back then they had the understanding that we do now about mental health and things like that. So let's have a look at the last quote. To my lasting.
Here we are. Last one. Sit down. There it is. To my lasting. Regret. I failed. Like just hold it a bit more firmly. As a war correspondent, that better. Hold your finger a bit more firmly. Promises made subsequently to the War Office cut out any usefulness in that direction. Promises. Where's promises? There. Very good.
Now, over 100 years later, Dorothy's accomplishments have finally been acknowledged. Her book has been rewritten. What would you say one of her accomplishments were?
Okay, so just have a little think. One of Dorothy's accomplishments.
And then just one more question after this one.
Have a try. Dorothy's accomplishments. Give us one of those. One of her accomplishments would be TOSHOULD to show, THAT to show that. YOUSHOU after the U, LD to show that you should, NOT that you should not, LIMIT to show that you should not limit. Good. Y, O, U, your, A, N, B, I, T, I, O, N, S. Nice. To show that you should not limit your ambitions. I like that.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Tongue-tied. She set out to break these boundaries for women, females everywhere. I think she did achieve that. Like I said, her book has been reprinted, and the War Museum actually has some of her work displayed. So for the final question, if you could summarise Dorothy's life in one sentence, what would you say?
We'll think about that. Summarise her life in one sentence. Okay. A, L, A, D, Y, a lady, W, H, O, who, W, A, F. We'll go and sit there a minute. A, lady, who, was, N, O, T, not, G, O, I, N, G, T, O, were a lady who was not going to move a little bit to squash it into me. Who was not going to C O N F O R N T O T H. After the H, E, lady who was not going to conform to the T R A D I T I O. You were there. After the O. N A L R O L E. A lady who was not going to conform to the traditional role. Did you say of?
No,
No.
do the traditional.
Sorry, to the traditional role. T H A T W A S was E X P E C T E D O. Come on. F H E R. Okay, a lady who was not going to conform to the traditional role that was expected of her. Oh, very good. Did you want to add any more, or is that it? S. Go on then. H E she. W A she was. D E T E R M I N E and D. She was determined. T O 2 B R E A A break. T H E Z B O U N D A R I. After the I, E and S. Oh, that was a long sentence, or it could be two sentences. She was determined to break the boundaries. I'm just going to ask you a quick question, Chris. I know that you've been there a long time, but can you relate to that in any way? Y, E, yes. Come on. I, F, E, E. I feel. I, yeah, go on. I feel I. H, A, V, E, I have. A, R, E, S, go on. P, O, N, up to the end. S, trying to do your elbow. The elbow. I, B, I, L, I, T, Y. I feel I have a responsibility. Yes, I feel I have a responsibility. Go on, just finish the sentence. You're doing so well, I'm curious. Yes, I feel I have a responsibility. T, O, B, R, E, A, L, okay. K, to break. T, H, E, B, O, U, N. Go on. After the N. Go on. D, A, R, I, E. After the E. To break the boundaries. F, O, 4, A, U, T, I, S, T, I, C for autistic, P, E, O, P, L, E. Yes, I feel I have a responsibility to break the boundaries for autistic people. Any more? S, so, T, H, E, Y, so they, A, R, E, so they are E, D, U. I'm getting tired, but this is really good. E, D, U, C, A, T, E, D, A, P, P, R, O, P, R, I, A, T, E, L, I. That was very good. And they are educated appropriately. Okay, just checking. Was that finished or is there any more? Turn around, I can't do it with your facing with your back. Was that finished or is there any more? Finished, okay. I'm assuming that you were finished as well, Jennie, because you answered that was your last question.
I did, yeah.
That was very good, Chris.
Well done, Chris. That's fantastic.
You just press pause there.